Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mega May. Continuing on with some more Battle Network, we have Rockman EXE 5, where we're going to show off Arbitrary Code Execution. We talked earlier about how robust these Battle Network games are. We're going to show the one exception to that. So, Risch, tell us a little bit about this run tonight.
Yes, so this is, as I said, Rockman EXE 5, any percent, which I like to add on to it with Ace, which is Arbitrary Code Execution. Basically, there is a point in the run where we can talk to an NPC who has an invalid text script that jumps to a bad place in memory. And by sort of manipulating a bunch of memory addresses, we'll be able to essentially tell the game to jump to the credits function, and the credits will play for us. So there's a bunch of stuff we have to do to get there. That NPC only spawns after we've done the first 2 liberations, so we do actually have to play through the first hour of the game to get there. But then after the first hour, things will start to take a bit of a turn. We'll have to do things that you wouldn't normally see in an any percent run, like fighting Nightman a bunch. And all of that is thanks to the crossover menu, courtesy of Kojima, because of the Boktai crossover in Battle Network 5. You're allowed to type in a name and a description field. And so this is the actual payload that we're going to be executing that tells the game to jump to the credits. So by setting this payload just like this, I can now confirm. I'm going to quickly soft reset because I have to load that payload into memory by entering this first menu and then backing out. How is this ace discovered? It was discovered through a number of different glitches. There's a number of things that we have to take advantage of in order to get there. But basically, I think it was first discovered that when you talk to an NPC, it jumps to an invalid place in memory and potentially crashes the game. And people kind of just kept taking this over years and years of figuring out like what you can do with that until it eventually culminated in this. Shoutouts to Lucky Typhlosion, Markro, Prof, Grega Master, for all sorts of discoveries that eventually culminated in this run. So I am joined by Phantomet, who's going to help me with commentary and help me keep me company and keep me on count for things, because we also have to keep track of an internal value known as karma, which will change as we use and don't use dark chips. But Phantomet, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Phantomet. I'm capable of counting to 8, and I don't make no guarantees about helping this man get the right ending that he wants to see today.
But yes, we need to manipulate a bunch of our stats and different memory addresses in a particular way. One of those values is our karma, so we're going to need to keep track of that. There will be a point in the run where it will get set to a known value, and then I'll talk about it a bit more in depth. Before that point, it won't matter. But with that said, I think we are just about ready to get started. Unless you have anything else, Phantomet?
I'm good.
Do you have anything else, Tara? Or are you good to give me a countdown? Or I think Phantomet can give me a countdown, but are you ready on the timer?
Ready.
All right, well, give me a countdown and I'll go ahead and get started, Phantomet.
5, 17, 28, 67, 18, 2, 5, 1, go.
Thank you very much for that one.
Look, it
True
has to be
Jimmy
done.
fashion.
It has to be done. It's tradition.
I think you said 5 twice. I don't know about this counting.
I said I can count up to 8. I never said I could count directly there.
Yeah.
So I technically could have done something called green mystery data manip, where I basically use an audio cue on the title screen. It's not that important for this run. We do want a lot of Zenny for a particular reason later on, but realistically, we kind of just want 200 Zenny early on to be able to buy an HP memory. Otherwise, we just get it on the second trip and it's fine. Other than that, just doing the standard tutorial.
Yeah, we've already seen this once, this marathon, yeah?
We did see the beginning of this. I think Eurasia already started on BN5 Double Team DS, right?
A week ago, and they're going to finish it later this morning.
I'm imagining it's like some sort of Bite and Kaidos thing where he has to come back after leaving it open for a week.
Yeah. Colonel's going to have amazing hair. I guess Higsby will have amazing hair.
It's the most luscious afro I've ever seen.
You think 119229111 would have been perfect for the countdown?
That would have been.
That has 8 digits, I can count.
Talking about like the history or discovery of Ace, one of the key components there is much older, and it's the wrong warping, where there was a known bug that if your HP was certain values on the Japanese version here, and you exited a liberation mission, it would wrong warp you, and that could get you stuck in a lot of places. But the way it's been figured out kind of how to set it up in a usable format, and so we're able to take advantage of that old bug, the wrong warping, liberation wrong warping bug, to get us in a position where we can talk to these glitched out NPCs to do the arbitrary code execution.
Yes. That is the only reason that we are doing this on the Japanese version, pretty much, is because that Liberation Warp is what it's called, is exclusive to the Japanese version, and is patched on the Legacy Collection. So a lot of this stuff is just no longer possible on anything but the original Japanese GBA version. I did get the 200 Zenny I need to be able to buy the HP memory as well, so that is nice. We are still going to check on those. That is a Wide Sword K, which is actually a pretty good ship. I'm actually going to take this fight just because I want a Guard 1A. I don't know if this is going to be good enough for it. Cool, it was.
Oh, this is such a wonderful start to the run. Surely it'll stay this way going forward.
I mean, I did get a third turn runaway, unfortunately, at the very first fight, but...
Look, we don't need to talk about that.
This is RNG manipulation. This run is blessed.
True. Alright, so now we're just going to go over to... I actually don't even know the name of this comp.
I think it's the stove comp or oven comp.
It's either the stove comp or the
Yeah.
cook comp, something like that.
I wanted to say kitchen comp for some reason, but like that's just too generic of a term.
We're getting the stew recipe.
Yes.
Stew.
So we bought the HP memory, which basically gives us the threshold to 100% run away from encounters in this area, I think, but also just because we need to hit more thresholds later on.
Yeah, our HP and our karma are the two most important numbers for this category.
Yes. We have to hit certain HP amounts, both to run away from fights, but also, yeah, because we need to set our HP to very specific amounts. Both for the Liberation Warp that Tara was talking about, but also for a bunch of other things. Fun fact, the reason why Zenny is not as tight on the EXE version is Yai's HP has a Blue Mystery data that got changed from an 800 Zenny Blue Mystery data to a Regup 2 in the US version because they took out some areas and they needed to keep those power-ups in the game. So unfortunately, the Japanese version is a bit tighter on Regups early on, but is a bit nicer with HP memories, so... Or with Zenny, excuse me.
Realizing how long it's been since I've actually seen some of these comps. Like, wait a second. Was Gutsman's head always on that floor?
Not on the US version. Alright. So after we've robbed our friends, while we invite them to go and talk to our dad at Scilab, now I can go and rob one more comp real quick. Get one more HP memory.
Is it really theft? They just left it out.
We're just borrowing it. Lan is a professional borrower.
This is true. We have already hit, actually, the HP threshold to be able to run away from the first dungeon comps encounters and make use of sneak runs. So, and now everything goes wrong. All our friends' nabbies get stolen. Our dad gets kidnapped. You know, the usual. Don't worry, we're not going to save him this run.
Maybe in some other alternate universe. Yes, but no, we're ending this one.
Another wide sword K is interesting. So we're gonna buy a couple sneak runs.
Yes, TJ. This is the Risch.
It is I.
Mr. Famous?
Grab this.
Could be anybody.
What am I, Mr. Famous, doing here?
What a good line.
That is this game too. We don't get to see it. Ooh, 550 Zenny is a good amount for early on.
Eurasia showed it off earlier.
Oh,
last
that's
week.
Good.
At least somebody has seen. Thank goodness.
I don't want to remove that, sorry. I'm going to start removing some stuff because I have a few good things to add, including 2 of those and what else do I want to remove? Why not that? Anyway, I want to reg guard for this fight, just because it works out really nicely. Is that enough damage? Oh, it doesn't. Didn't know if I had to move to the back or not. There's so many things I forget about being 5, but it's okay. I remembered all the ace stuff. That's the important thing. Alright. Now we gotta talk to Mom. We gotta lie to her. Like this is Star Force 3 all over again.
It's just tradition. You always lie to your parents in these games.
Until we're going over to Dex's. Alright, so Silo's been broken into, and we have to go save the day, because no one else can.
Yeah, just like how we saved the day just last run. We went in and lit everything on fire.
Maybe one more reg up we're going to grab in here while we're over here. And then we're also going to steal our dad's ID for... Is this the second time in the series, or do we do it another time?
Several times. Like BN1.
We do it in BN1, don't we?
I know BN1. Just don't remember the other ones.
Do we get access to his office in BN2?
Yeah, it's the same office.
Oh,
And
true.
he's got the same coat. The elevators
get a
work a
power
little, differently, but we do steal stuff out of his coat.
That is
He
true.
gives it to us in BN3.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is main comp. It's a bunch of passwords, so we gotta swap stuff up. Or swap things around in order to open the path. We're also going to be hoping for some stuff from Green Mystery Data, specifically Zenny or a Cannon Star. Cannon Star is actually a really important chip for the Ace setup, potentially. So it's really useful to get. I also forgot to use a sneak run.
Can't believe this guy.
was too excited talking about Cannon Star. I also barely know these codes in Japanese. My notes tell me what things to grab. That was a Vulcan 1D, so unfortunately no Cannon Star this time.
We'll be back for it.
Potentially. We may not need it, but it would be ideal to get. Grab another HP memory before we do this code, where we do L3 to R1 to L1, R3, R2, L3. Yeah. I loved opening up my notes and just seeing that, like, word for word, and just being like, what does this mean again?
What sorcery have I written in this from the past?
What are these ancient texts? So R2 to R1 to L3 to R4, L1 to R2. This area does have some good green mystery data as well. That is a mega, or that's an energy bomb. E. What is this? R1 to L1 to M3, R3 to M1, L2, and then back over to R1. Has some good Zenny drops. It also has a longsword C that would actually be really good, and it would let us show off another glitch that Jagumba, the world record holder for this category and many Battle Network categories, goes for. Where we actually do something called a reg glitch. It's a glitch that technically exists on the US version, but only for a set period of time and not as much as it does on the Japanese version, where we can use it for every liberation. Unfortunately, I didn't get the correct drop, so don't get to show that off either. Coming up on the first boss, which is Colonel. We're actually going to reg area grab. I don't think I've gotten any other chips worth adding, no. So we're just going to go in and fight this guy. So Colonel moves 4 times, and then he does an attack. We're hoping he moves to the front so that I can go for a counter hit. Unlucky. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Uncooperative. Goodness gracious.
Very uncooperative.
It's okay. He'll get his when we fight him in Beyond 6.
Go for 1 counter hit. 1, 2. There we go.
That was really good. You counted to 4 really well there.
Yeah, getting good practice on that counting thing we have to do. Alright, so now I get to go home and do the first liberation mission of the game. But first, we skipped over this early on because, again, we don't have the ability to actually reg copy damage early enough. We're going to grab it now that our HP is a little bit higher, and it's a bit more opportune for us to grab. So we will want to reg copy damage eventually. I can go to sleep. check on some of these screen history data.
A very small amount of money.
400 zenny is good.
Alright.
Every little bit helps. Eventually, we're going to need to buy something called Guardian, which costs 10,500. It is really important for all of the ace setups that we do. We can talk about that a little bit more later on. I am going to re-reg Guard 1A just because it's really useful for getting a free counter hit on the boss of this liberation mission later on, as well as just, you know, some decent damage throughout most of these fights. Now, I will actually be doing a lot of passing because we're only doing the first 2 liberation missions for this category, and we need a lot of zenny. So getting the Blizzman SP or the Shademan SP chips aren't particularly useful for us. So we're actually going to go for the zenny reward by just passing a lot. We're going to take advantage of Colonel having a strong signature chip and a stronger buster to deal with a lot of fights. Shame we can't use Proto Man instead. All of this setup is exclusive to the kernel version because we specifically need the Nightman chips. So yeah.
Yeah, but discovered in the equivalent in Proto Man, I take it.
What's that?
Said we haven't discovered in the equivalent in Proto Man, I take it.
The chip IDs for Proto Man's chips just give different results essentially. So pass tauntingly in front of Blizzard Man. But yeah, so basically Kernel's stuff just isn't as useful for all these setups. Yeah. Gotta go for 2 turn here, unfortunately. Not a very good draw. Numberman was all chips. Yeah, Numberman is used for an all chips script. There's kind of 2 different concepts that go on with this. There's arbitrary script execution and arbitrary code execution. Script execution is kind of where we just abuse certain where we abuse certain chips that generate very particular scripts when we execute them in the hand in a way, which again we'll talk about a bit more later on. But that's actually the first part of what we do, so we need our HP to be at a certain amount, and then arbitrary code execution is where we actually execute the payload that we set early on.
Well, thank goodness they're pronounced the same.
Let's see if I can get this guy to jump to this front panel. Nice. So we're actually going to pass with Colonel over here. We want to bait this, while we're wasting turns anyway, we want to bait this Guardian out of the way so we can longsword directly to the Dark Hole. So now Mega Man can longsword. If we get a 1 turn here, we also get a Buster Up chip, I believe. Which would be really ideal. Which I do think I have to draw for.
Liberations make 5 runs so interesting. It's a shame that the rest of it is a BM game, is how I just interpreted that, Aerithar.
Yeah. BN5 just has a lot of backtracking, which, funnily enough, Ace deals with. But yeah, it's still a good game, and the liberations are very sick for sure. Yeah, having to grind for bug frags and Zenny and all that is less than ideal.
Yeah, it's a very difficult game to go fast in, from what I've understood. And then they just made it really easy in 6.
Alright, so pass with Mega Man, and now Colonel is going to have to defeat Blizzard Man with Mega Man as a backup. But we are on the right turn, so that we would get the Zenny reward as early as possible.
Oh, I know the one simple trick to being rich in DM2. It's mug millions. Eat the rich.
Alright. Now we get a free counter hit here. I'm messing up my charge shots a lot. I think I got it.
Wow. Wow.
Oops. So close. I didn't think he was going to do that attack again. Playing the wide sword K, I know, right? It's a good chip. It's just... If we drew it on turn 1, we actually could have done some fancy stuff with it instead, but... Okay, there we go. There's our 1,000 Zenny.
It was
Just one-shots him. Hey, he was at 30 HP, of course.
Been disappointed if Mega Man didn't one-shot him.
Alright, so we're gonna first go slightly out of our way to get a very important chip. Dark Sword Z.
Can't believe Risch is buying drugs.
I think we skipped this trip because we bought all of the Speedruns we needed earlier. Oh, I should have used this one late. Oh well. It'll be fine.
Everything's fine. Just don't buy extra sneak runs later.
Keep doing that habitually. But yeah, that was actually a really funny almost mistake that ruined the run.
Look, I'll remind you again later if I remember.
Alright. So right now we're doing a little reconnaissance mission. We're going to go check on the status of restoring internet connection between ACDC and Warren area. We don't grab GMDs in this area because they have a chance to be trapped, and it's just not worth it.
Is there anything good in these GMDs anyway?
Money.
Yeah, true.
technically bug frags if, you know, we were doing a regular run, but... So we get the reg up. Well, didn't get punished with an encounter there. Probably get punished with one here.
Good call.
Maybe 2. ACDC3 has a really bad encounter rate. Like, awful. Alright. Now it's time to go to the beach with our friends.
Might even be better than the beach. It's an island.
Private island, kind of. A deserted island is a better term.
Now there are rumors that this place is owned by royalty.
Oops. So we're going to do a quick edit. No reason to do the edit yet, I think. Gonna reg, that's a crack bomb R. Gonna reg copy damage here in a little bit. One of those things we grabbed in Furnace Comp was an extra reg up that the US version normally doesn't grab, and then there's another reg up one we're gonna grab as well. Ooh, I'm actually gonna take this fight.
Would it be 3,000, Zenny?
This would be 1,500. Oh, we got it. Nice.
Zenny's good.
So, Battle Green Mystery Datas are huge for that reason. Being able to get Zenny for free, and in huge amounts too. So that's going to save us some time on the Zenny grind later on. Failed the runway.
Everything balances out.
All right. Bamboo. Time to make a makeshift fishing rod. Fishing line. And a worm. Oh wow. A rare swag talk in game after BN3. They made it much harder in the later games.
Now we gotta make a fire of good strength.
Yep. Gotta get a bunch of things. Get the board, dry grass, and a twig. Now we get to do the Navicust edit. Which I guess I'll try not to soft lock on.
I beg you, please don't soft lock half an hour into your 2-hour and 30-minute run.
We didn't soft lock, it's okay. Alright. Now we get to begin everyone's favorite. The mines.
OSHA violations.
Okay, so now we have enough reg mem to actually reg copy damage. I am going to go slightly out of my way first, and we're going to go enable Brain Comp, which has 1,000 Zenny in it, later on, so that will alleviate a little bit more of the Zenny grind. Okay, now I need to do that folder edit. I need to remove guards. I think I only have 2 chips to add. Cluster sort by MB. Dark switch to slot 2. We want that near the top. I'm gonna rewrite that.
I can't believe our friend Risch would do drugs like this.
It's very important. Very important.
You have a good reason for using drugs.
It's for a good cause. You get to beat the game 2 hours faster than normal. Slot 2? Exactly.
As long as you go into rehab after this run is done.
I'm sure I will.
He says, knowing
By
that he
rehab,
feels
I mean-
like running BN5 and using drugs more.
I will say, like, running this category makes me want to improve my time a little bit. But 300 zenny is nothing to scoff at. But probably go to rehab, and by that I mean play some more Star Force 3.
Ah, yes, where he's free of the influence of drugs.
Exactly.
He just becomes an arsonist instead.
Want to like everything. That is certainly a draw.
For this fight, yeah, that's
Is noise really that different? Not entirely, no.
Noise is 100% different from drugs. I couldn't go inside drugs.
It's true. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. I think I messed this up. Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Tried to be so fancy, and the wind box just kept pushing me back. Might just get hit so that I can mini bomb that guy. Probably should have used a sword on that front one, but whatever.
It's okay, we'll make up the time in the money grab later.
Ah, I really needed
This
that 30 zenny.
zenny.
Yeah, that 30 zenny is huge.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, we got a raid.
Hey, Johnny. Welcome in. Time for drill comps, where we get to punch rocks. We're also going to grab all the green mystery data that we can. Hope for Zenny for the most part. On top of that, we are hoping for a bunch of chips known as drill arms. So every time we see a Drixel virus, we are going to take the fight. Right now we have a 75% chance to run away from fights. So we want to do that where we can. But if we get a chance to get drill arms, they will be very helpful both for Liberation 2 coming up, as well as for some of the Nightman fights that we have to do. That is a failed runaway. Press A. No drills so far. That actually is kind of scary. That's a lot of Zenny.
That's good money. What was the most you could get in these comps? It was like 960 or something?
This area might actually be, that might have been the highest amount, but there's 980 in some of the later comps. I may take an opportunity to just like grind drill arms at the end of comp 3 if I don't have more than like 2.
Look, man, we got the time.
Because drill arms are very important for just the ability to defeat Nightman in an effective manner. That Blue Mystery data is a charge +1 that we don't really need. Oh, I hate these rocks sometimes.
They're very sticky rocks.
Yeah. I haven't even seen a Drixel yet. What is happening?
That was close.
Yeah, I almost messed up. L. It's a sword L. Okay.
Oh, that's a Drixel.
It's a 50-50 chance. Anything over an 8 rank, very nice, is a guaranteed drop from the Drixel virus of Drill Arm W. So as long as we get over an 8 rank, we are usually fine. With copy damage, a charge shot, and like a sword chip, we usually get a 10 rank. So stop with these. Now we get Rock Cube in a moment. All right. Another chance. Copy damage lasts so long in these games. Very good. That's 2 drills, so that's at least a decent amount. I would love to get the maximum of 4. But we'll see what happens.
They're gonna get them all in Comp 4, I can feel it.
Come before we sneak run through.
It's a damn shame, isn't it?
We could get one from a GMD in that area. It would just be a Drill Arm J. We'll be seeing this GMD a lot later. That's the 980 Seni. Winning these 50-50s at least, so. Unfortunate. I can't complain too much. I have 3 drill arms, so now I'm relatively satisfied.
In that circumstance, Metabot, does that make Nightman Wesker? Sounds horrifying.
Oh, we don't want that. Where's the last GMD? Oh, it's up there. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Say guard 1 star. Okay, that was annoying. Unfortunate. Had to lose one of them eventually.
Okay, there's always the next one.
Time for Joyceum skip. Intentionally fall to get you closer to where you need to be. I'm gonna wait that one out. I think we're going to get one more random encounter, and then we're going to get to sneak run the final comp. I am satisfied with 3 drills, though, so I'm not going to complain too much. Three drills, yes. Oh, that counted as the conveyor belt. I thought I had more room, or I would have like done something about it. That was weird.
Oh, so let's get Sparrow. Terra is operating the stream. Somewhere in here.
Oops, I did not want to go yet. So, we are coming up on the first point. We're going to use a dark chip, which is when we are going to set our karma to 480. If you watched Duo Omega this past Sunday, you might remember them talking about it, but when you are light Mega Man, the first dark chip you use will immediately set your karma back to 480 as a starting point. And so that is what's going to happen here, because using Dark Sword on Nightman is just really efficient. So we're going to reg air shot. We're going to remove more Vulcans, more of those. I have more stuff to add. I'll get rid of Wide Sword K. We're gonna leave it at that for now, and then we'll fix our folder a little bit. I'm gonna start saving, just in case I mess anything up. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take literally any chip. We're gonna get hit 4 times by Nightman, which is gonna lower our emotion window so that we become worried, which will ensure that we draw a dark chip right away. And then we're going to air shot for a counter hit. And now we're going to patiently wait for Nightman to jump forward and delete him.
Works every time.
And now our karma is set to 480. Yes, that was the first save of the run, which is why I wasn't prompted to overwrite my save. You're also now at, I think, 279, yep. Max HP. So, once your karma is below 500, usage of dark chips and non-usage of dark chips have different effects. So if you do a fight and you use a dark chip, while you're between 470 and 499 karma, using that dark chip will lower your karma by 4. But if you choose to not use a dark chip, it will raise your karma by 1. So I have to keep track of all the encounters that I get or take, even those without a reward screen, like those in Liberation missions, to keep track of where my karma is at. I have a lot of money. I'm going to buy this HP memory early.
You can see the count for where Risch's karma is at, right there underneath the description of the run over on the left.
Yep, I will be manually keeping track of that. It is not something that you can usually see. So we're going to reverse MD sort to get those up to the top, and then we're going to reg copy damage. Just like every Battle Network game, we want our best chips at the top of the folder, mostly looking for drill arms. Just like the first Liberation mission, we are going to do a lot of passing and stuff to try and get 2000s any as the reward from this. We're going to start this with Colonel. Failed liberations count? I actually am not sure what happens if you don't successfully liberate a panel. FYI, only fights with Mega Man count towards increasing your karma, though. So that is why I'm not incrementing my karma right now. Nightman is able to always one-turn fights with just copy damage and his signature chip, which is why we choose to do it in that order.
That's a good chip.
Longsword to open the path towards the dark hole, and this raises our karma by 1. Maybe just nothing. It's a good question. That said, running away does get into a very funny topic, because on the Japanese version, there is a glitch, I suppose is the best term for it, where when you run away from a fight, all karma-related effects trigger twice. So running away from a fight means our karma will go up by 2, and if we use a dark chip and run away, our karma will go down by 4 times 2, which is 8. Our karma is going to go up by 1 here, so...
Yeah, Sparrow, we're just getting to the point where we can start doing the ace stuff.
Yes. We're going to do the Dark Hole with Nightman. Yeah, the karma is, like, the dark chip usage and the karma are both kind of related towards the ace setup. Because the dark chip usage is lowering our max HP, which will be important for a number of reasons. Alright, so now we're going to pass with Mega Man. Colonel is going to do this. It's going to open the path for Nightman to deal with the Guardian. Oops. Good thing a 1 turn wasn't really required there.
Arnold just doesn't know how to get these things in under the wire this time. Crazy.
I'm just really bad with this charge shot. So slow. We love drill arm.
This kills the bird.
It does. That perfectly baits that Guardian. We're now going to use Mega Man to Longsword to open up that fight. I really like this fight a lot. The B-Tanks don't get moved back because they're kind of in between movements, so it just works out really nicely. Colonel has a guaranteed one turn on big brutes like this, where you literally just take the sea cannon, but we can also just drill arm. And now Nightman's gonna go and deal with this Dark Hole. Nightman's charge shot has a hitbox on the back, right behind him, where it hits twice. So it's very useful, especially for those tin hawks. They're called tin hawks, right? We're gonna send Mega Man. What's that?
I don't actually know what they're called.
Oh, our karma needs to go up by 2. I forgot to increment it before. This is a really good fight. Wide sword. But we longsword just for the 2000 Zenny. This is actually even done in the regular run. Colonel is actually just gonna pass, and Nightman's gonna go do the Dark Hole. Now we're gonna start slowly opening the path to Nightman with a lot of passes involved. That was actually really not great. It's a good thing I have this rock shot to deal with you.
Good.
Bladias, yep. Alright. And then we're gonna do one more fight with Mega Man to raise my karma. So we should be at 485. It is routed in to do 5 fights with Mega Man in this Liberation, which is why we go from 480 to 485. We're going to pass with everyone. We're going to not put ourselves next to a dark panel because that's how Shadow Man attacks you. Shade Man attacks you.
Like Shadow Man? Where's that one from?
I'm just getting ready to talk to him, that's all. We're going to pass with everyone this turn. Should be turn 8. We're going to pass with Mega Man and Colonel. And then Nightman's going to start opening up this path.
Oh my, Shadow Man, what big teeth you have today.
That is really annoying that it went that way. Good thing for that cannon draw. Gonna be patient. Okay. Turn 9. Pass with Mega Man and Colonel again. Okay. So this is a 1 turn. Just charge shot.
He makes it look so easy, everybody.
All right, now we're gonna fight Nightman with fight Shademan with Nightman.
We're
I
fighting
want to draw a lot
Shadow
of
Man with
wide
Shademan.
swords. Shademan, Shadowman, whatever he's called. I'm gonna do this.
Wait, that's still in for his counter hit timing?
Oh, he did a second attack. He started to summon bats is what happened there.
I see.
He basically does the slash and then he summons bats right after. And there we go, 2000 Zenny.
We have so much money.
And now is when we start really getting to keep track of our encounters. So my notes like to track how many encounters you get to make it easier than just tracking your karma. I will be doing both simultaneously. But first, this fight actually doesn't count towards your karma, I believe, for some reason.
It's a tutorial for Chaos Union, yeah?
Or for
Not
Soul
Chaos
Unison,
Union,
yep.
just Soul Unison.
Yep. Oops. I really messed it up, but we're gonna just run away from this. We're actually supposed to go to the other warp. My bad. So karma goes up by 2 every time we run away. That is 1 random encounter. These areas are exclusive to the Japanese version. I'm actually shocked. I always get encounters in those areas. The encounter rate in Squirrel Comp is very high. So, that is impressive. Oof. And there's another encounter, so that's 2 random encounters. Karma's now up to 489. And 3 random encounters. Viruses are afraid of you. That'd actually be a kind of neat little feature.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Shade Man.
That is. Alright, so it's time for Lotto codes. We're going to get 1 chip, which is Fast Gauge. We're going to get a couple Navicus programs. Soul Time +1. Custom 2. That is Charge Max. This is HP +200. HP +300. That is HP +50. The HP plus programs are important for setting our max HP to very specific values, which will be important for the Ace Shenanigans as well as for Liberation Warp, actually. That's actually why we get the HP +200. Custom 2 is to help with drawing chips, which will be very important. Charge Max is for a little bit of extra chip damage. Soul Time +1 is actually just because we want to get Emotion Bug to draw dark chips more consistently later on. And then Fast Gauge Star is to, speed up chip draws. We'll be talking to you later, Mr. Goldprog.
Clearly the enemy. It's the one that makes it all happen.
Does. He actually does. Alright, so this is one fight. We're going to raise our karma. We don't want to use a dark chip right now. I should have done the Navicust edit. I drew Life Sword, technically. Okay, let's do that Navicust edit while I'm thinking about it.
It's fresh in my mind.
Parallabr, and then attack +1, and charge max goes in.
We did Buster Buck as well.
Yeah, we technically have level 2 Buster Bug, actually. Not really relevant, it's just, might as well. Alright, what do you got for me? The Crack Bomber.
It could have been money. It should have been money.
It could have been. I guess I'll go and grab that. V. What? That Boomer V?
It's the only chip that I know that comes in V, off the top of my head.
Just like looking at the notes. I think that's the only V code in this section. Yeah, Boomer V. Alright, karma goes up by 1 again. So yeah, charge max just helps to kind of finish off some of these fights. Would have been nice to draw an air shot so we could have pushed the rock into him, but... And... karma goes up by 1 more. Alright. Oops. Should have thought that
Your
would a
rock
little bit
shots
more.
are off today, man.
Yeah. Taking HP means I might not be able to go for the strat that I want to. This is Crane Comp, which we enabled earlier to get this 1000 Zenny. Makes our life a little bit easier.
That's out 2 whole GMD checks.
Pretty much. One more sneak run. Now we're going to do something slightly different. This is the real difference from the no ace category. We're gonna fight Nightman V2. I'm gonna save, even though dying to this guy doesn't actually make a difference. So, oh, it does restore your HP. That's kind of neat. I'm just gonna take literally any chip. We're gonna take 4 hits, just like the first one. Oops, I was supposed to do... Alright. One more charge shot. Now, the moment he jumps... Beautiful. All that to get the Nightman chip and to enable the next few Nightman fights.
I get a...
Used a dark chip, so it does lower our karma by 4 more as well.
I was about to say.
And then it goes up by 1.
Because of this fight.
Yes. Let's see.
The drugs are right there, Risch. Why don't you do it? It'll reach. It has 3x3.
2x3, not quite. GMD was tempting. Got in my way. I was not expecting it. Right, Karma up by one more. So we're going to make use of the fact that enemies can't get pushed on top of other enemies. Get the full drill arm damage in.
Look, man, as soon as this run is done, I'm gonna go take a shot of NyQuil and go to sleep. I can't hold people to other standards that I won't hold myself to.
Oh my god, move. I'm gonna break that so that I can fire at this guy. Alright. And now Karma's gonna go up by another one.
So many bats, I thought we killed the vampire already.
Alright. Now we are in Scilab where we can't actually sneak run, unfortunately. So we're probably going to get one, maybe two random encounters. Take that 500 Zenny.
Money.
So that's going to raise it by 2. We are at 4 random encounters. Lame. We're not going to grab that one because that would introduce an extra random encounter that I don't want to take. And then this is the final HP memory we need to pick up. Alright.
Huh. Cyber clouds. I wonder if we're going to see those again soon.
Cyber clouds. Now it's time that we really start doing things a little off. We're gonna go fight Nightman V3. Because we need to get the Nightman DS chip from this. So we're going to reg area grab. We're going to remove as many we're gonna remove those wide sword Ks. We're gonna remove as many of those as we can. Alright, that should be good. We want to add fast gauge. Fast gauge isn't a good spot. Let's reverse code sort. Wow, we have no more star codes. Okay, I'll just add A codes to the folder.
Need that flow.
We did reg area grab, right?
Yes.
So that's good. I'm gonna make sure I saved one more time. And here we go. That is certainly a draw.
Yeah, it is.
I actually should have just taken the life sword first turn. I didn't even think about it. That's literally all the chips we need for this to work.
Say, which one are you gonna full synchro?
The air shot. And then we're going to counter hit with this as well. We just need to S rank this guy, so. And then we're going to use a dark chip. Perfect. And jack out. Do it. Go back in. So now we have to run around and try and find Nightman Omega. Our karma did get lowered by 4 from using a dark chip there. So we use a sneak run to filter out all other encounters, and then we're going to save, and we're going to keep using this until we find Nightman Omega. This fight in particular is one of the hardest parts of the run, because A, we need the guy to show up, and B, we need to specifically defeat him and get Nightman SP with a very specific amount of damage. So we need it to deal 240 damage or 220 damage. Wow, he actually showed up pretty fast.
Present.
That is not a bad draw. We're just missing a long sword and a dark sword. Fortunately, no fast gauge means that we're a bit pressed for time.
Ugh.
I should take the drills, because the drills are going to be more damage. We really need to draw longsword, I think, next turn. And I messed up the counter hit. Yeah, this is going to be too slow.
This one's a wash.
Yeah. Whatever, I'm just going to reset that. That's fine. That was just not a good enough draw. But yeah, we need to do... basically, the faster you defeat an Omega boss, the more damage it deals. 240 and 220 are very specific. The reason that 220 works is because Nightman DS, by default, also deals 220. If we get hit twice, we can raise that to 240 as well. So we need 2 Nightman chips that deal 240 and 220 damage in order to set up a hand buffer later on in a particular way. Not a bad draw, but again, no fast gauge means that it's not looking too great. We're gonna go for this. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten hit.
Just one of them.
It's technically doable. Oh, I didn't remember. I'm just gonna go for a counter hit. Okay.
There it is.
I don't know if that's fast enough. We'll see. Just too slow. 2 seconds too slow. I would have gotten a 10 rank because I got hit, and that would have been a 50-50 chance at the chip. But yeah. Wow, I'm getting the fights pretty fast, so we're getting a lot of attempts at this.
You like showing off for the crowd. Oh no, I'm sending the sick to you.
Okay.
Oh, there's the hand.
Yeah, so that's the draw. That's everything we need. The drill arm, I guess, can be used to finish the fight. Karma counter is currently correct.
Yeah.
Until we use this dark chip and it goes down by 4 more. So we're gonna wait until he jumps, and then we're gonna drill him. I think that should be good enough. Perfect.
Great.
So it deals 220. Beautiful. That does make things a little bit more awkward, because as I was talking about earlier, when Nightman SP does 220 damage, to make the hand buffer work, we... Oh, I was supposed to buy 4 sneak runs. I'm gonna go do that right now. I got too excited.
You're still close. Anyways, hand buffer needing a cannon star.
Yes. In order for the 220 damage Nightman SP to work, we need to use a cannon star in our hand buffer. It's very specific. So didn't get a random encounter. That's good. I have a lot of money already, so okay. So where we can get Cannon Star is from main comp 1 GMDs. So we're gonna go grind there real quick to get that.
Also, while we're doing this grind, thank you for the raid, Fake Mega Rob Dad. And yeah, we are getting pretty close to that goal for raising money for 20X Expo. We're at $68,409 out of $87,000.
Well, there's Cannon Star.
Already? Jesus.
It is literally first time, yeah. Okay. But yeah. Definitely encourage you all to help to make 20X Expo happen. You can pledge any amount. All of it is appreciated as we work towards making this awesome event happen.
Now we get to grind for more fun things, like money.
Yes. So coming up next is we're going to basically do the revisits of drill comps. This happens to be the best place for us to grind Zenny. So we will, before we finish up this revisit, we have to go through all of the areas again to find fragments of Nightman's data, basically. Because Shadow Man decided to attack for some reason.
It's a test. He's there to make sure that you're cool.
Pretty much. So we're hoping for more Zenny from each of these green mystery data, and then we're gonna do it in a slightly weird order, where we're gonna do drill comp 1, 2, and then 4. Because drill comp 3 happens to be the best place to grind Zenny, because it has a 900 Zenny drop, or 980 Zenny drop, and on top of that, it it also lets you get an encounter, or get the GMD without getting any encounters. So.
While we're here grinding out this money and getting Nightman back together again, don't forget, get up, stretch, get some water. Take care of yourself.
Yes. We will be coming up to some very fun, weird things. Where am I in this comp? I want to make sure I get the GMDs.
Like, once this part is done, the nonsense will begin.
Yes. Once we get the money, the real nonsense is going to begin. So this little revisit and the Zenny grind coming up are maybe the last really boring parts. Wow, my muscle memory actually just took over and went the right way.
Surprised it didn't start mashing to punch rocks.
So now we're going to do Drill Comp 4 next. This way we can grind out Drill Comp 3 GMDs, and the moment we finish up and get to our necessary Zenny amount, we can just go right to the end of the area. This also allows us to make use of the GMDs in Drill Comp 4. Drill Arm 1J. Unfortunately, we no longer need drill arms, so. The star-coated chip. That's a spreader star. Fun fact about Spreader Star, I don't know if that one actually counts as a safe chip. Just like Cannon Star does. It's just harder to grind, I think. But alright, and now it's time to grind this first GMD in Drill Comp 3 until we have 10,800 Zenny, which is enough to buy 1 Sneak Run and Guardian. Guardian is important because one of the places in memory that we're trying to set up is the Dark Mega AI combos. It's actually an unused bit of memory, but basically it keeps track of chips that you use in a combo, so like in rapid succession, and that combo needs to start with Guardian. This allows the memory to jump from place to place and get to the right place to execute our scripts and our payload eventually. We have not been getting any Zenny during this drill comp revisit. Did I lower my karma after Nightman Omega? I don't think I did. I'm gonna lower it by 4 because I'm pretty sure
you didn't, because you lowered it after the whatchamacallit,
the V3.
Yeah, the in-place encounter.
You are welcome to say something.
No, it just occurred to me now after you asked as well.
Yeah. I know, I'm also just talking to Gideon in chat. You are welcome to say something. I am a tiny bit tired, so I will forget things. That said, I am keeping track. I have 4 random encounters, and my notes are going to tell me what my karma should be at based on the number of encounters I got. So we got 3 in Squirrel Comps, and we got 1 in, what's it called? That's a copy damage star.
Ooh.
Another useful safe chip that we can add to the folder later on. But anyway, yeah, we got 3 in Squirrel Comps, 1 in Scilab that we ran away from. So those are the only random encounters we've gotten, which change up the karma amount that we'll reach.
I think we've run out of the good luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all of our Zenny luck has kind of gone down the drain. Still need about 20,510, or 20,000, 2,510.
I was gonna say 20,000 are gonna be here for a while.
Yeah. Another copy damage.
Where's the money, Nightman?
If only there was a better way to grind this money. Alas. These GMDs have a... Oh, there's one big
There's
drop.
some. Finally.
Could be 2 more trips. We get 2 more of those. 9,000, so we need 1,530 more. It's another copy damage. I think I have the max amount of copy damages I can add. I think that means we need like 1,200 more, basically.
Kill 2 trips. At least. Could be 3.
Could be 3. If it's 400.
Death of slow cuts. Oh, 680.
Okay, so we could be in range of 1 more trip. I think we need like 600. Yeah, 550. It's a 1 in 4 chance to set us free every time.
Not today.
Welcome in, Sky Mike. Appreciate the raid. We are getting close to the fun ace shenanigans in Battle Network 5. We just need a little bit more Zenny. And there we go.
It is.
Oh, I need to make sure that I don't buy more than one sneak run later on, but outside of that, we have the money we need.
Now we grind more to donate to the Kickstarter. They accept Zenny, right?
I mean, Zenny is a real currency somewhere, right?
I believe it's actually Indian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so a very important thing we're going to do, we're going to jack into Orin area. And we're going to immediately jack out. This is to set up what we talked about earlier with the wrong warps. We're going to essentially liberation warp over to the last jacked out location. Now we're going to go progress the story a little bit to trigger the clouds to spawn, which is also going to spawn in Shadow Man, in a location where normally we cannot talk to him. But thanks to Liberation Warp, we are going to be able to talk to him and do some fun stuff. This is where things are going to get really complicated. I'm going to try my best to explain what's going on as I do things. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to buy a sneak run. Buy one sneak run. And we're also going to equip HP plus 200 in our Navicust. And that's going to set our... We're going to take one random fight. We're going to use a Dark Chip and run away, which is going to lower our karma by 8. And... one sneak run. And we're going to lower our max HP by 2, which is the very important thing. So I'm just going to take hits for a little bit, try and lower my karma. Or not my karma, my mood, excuse me. These guys do nothing. There we go.
He's just taking it.
So using the Dark Chip and running away does the karma effects twice, which is why our karma lowers by 8 instead of 4, and our max HP is now down by 2. So now we're going to remove all. We're going to equip HP plus 200. That sets our max HP to 514, which is the amount we need to be able to Liberation Warp. We're now going to sneak run to preserve our karma at its current state. And so, this is a pretty... Okay, that's so annoying.
That's unfortunate.
This is the infamous... Karma's going to go up by 2 from this, because I'm going to run away. This is the infamous fight in AC/DC 2 that just has a ridiculously high battle level that you just can't escape from.
And it's 2 Mets?
Yep. It has a chance to be a BGMD, but that's now 5 random fights, so we have to keep track of that. So we start the Liberation. Because our max HP is at 514, that allows us to perform Liberation Warp, which is going to take us over to Orin Area 1. Since that triggers a cutscene, it's actually going to spawn us at the beginning of the area this time. But that's good, because we actually want to go buy Guardian first. I accidentally listened to him again. So, I'm gonna go to the shop first. Guardian O, and now we can go back and perform the Liberation Warp again. Which is going to spawn us in a very interesting position. aka right where we jacked out last. So we can run past these clouds as they're only one-way obstacles, and now we can technically talk to Shadow Man. We have to first get rid of our sneak run though. I have to look at my notes. We took 5 random encounters, which means our karma's at 482, so that checks out. First fight, we're actually going to take damage until our current HP is 244. We're gonna then use a dark chip and run away. Oops. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. I was supposed to unequip my
Your HP plus 200.
yeah.
That's how it goes. The viruses, they're winning.
Fine, I'm just gonna keep taking a ton of damage. I might deal with this Metar in the meantime because we want to be on 244.
Hop on the... Oh, wait, you can't. I was about to say hop on the grass panel and have it punch you.
I tried. I messed that up the first time. Alright. Now we're going to use a dark chip and run away.
So now karma lowers
So now
by
our karma
80.
goes down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 474. We're going to first unequip. What does our Navicos look like? Custom 2 and soul time plus 1 so we can draw our dark chips. Next 2 fights we're going to use a dark chip and run away again. We need to keep our base HP, or our current HP, at 244, which is very important. It's going to keep track of our Navi stats, which is why it's really important that we...
Take damage.
Don't take any more damage from here. But we're also lowering our max HP. So this lowers our karma by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to do it one more time. That's a much nicer fight. You can also see we're now Evil Mega Man. Evil Mega Man, whenever you use a dark chip, your karma gets lowered by 1 instead of 4. So our karma's only going to go down by 2 this time. 1, 2.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So we're actually going to do a folder edit. We're going to do, is it reverse ID? We're going to reg that. We're going to swap that to slot 3, that to slot 2, and we're going to start getting rid of some of these bad codes. We want to add star codes. And then we want to add the Nightman chips. And Guardian. So Karma's right. Now we want to set up what we were talking about earlier, which is the Guardian combo. So to do that, we need to hit an enemy that is 4 panels away from us. We don't want to use this Dark Sword. I'm just gonna do this. So we need an air shot. We need that panel out because we need to basically have somewhere to throw the Guardian that doesn't let us hit the Guardian. Guardian is bottom decked. Of course.
Every time.
Okay, so panel out, and then we're going to do Guardian into air shot. So we're going to move so that we make sure that Guardian is the start of the combo, and then we're going to just mash A, and we're going to run away. Now, we didn't use a Dark Chip, so we're going to raise our Karma by 2. And now, we're going to run away from 9 more fights. Karma goes up by 2 every time. So that's 1 fight. Oh no, you might have to count to 9. I don't know. This might be problematic.
I can't do that. All I know how to do is start from 0 and go up to 8.
So that raised our Karma to 470. So if we're right about our Karma, we should be Tainted Mega Man, no longer Evil Mega Man.
It's a good way to check your math.
It is, yes. Perfect.
There it is.
Up by 2. So we're at 3 fights. Four fights. Five fights. Six fights. Seven fights. Eight fights. BGMD taunting me.
Take me, Risch. Take me. I have money.
We don't need that anymore. One more fight, and then our Karma will be at 484. And we're going to save after this runaway. This is just in case. We actually need our Karma to be at 486, so we're going to run away one more time. Because the Navi stats buffer that we're using gets set based on what your stats are when the fight starts. So our actual Karma is going to be 486. We're not going to track that though because we're going to reset our save file in a little bit. But our current HP should be 244, max HP should be 308, and our Karma is 486. We're going to do a Navi custom edit. We're going to remove all that. We're going to go up to 608 max HP. And we're going to now do what's called the Nightman hand buffer. We have to select chips in a very specific way to set our hand buffer up. So this involves a safe star-coded chip that deals 0 damage, such as copy damage, rock cube, and invisible. We are going to take damage twice to buff the damage of Nightman SDS. We have multiple copy damages, so we can take 1 or 2 of those. We need Nightman DS to deal 240, while Nightman SP is going to do 220. We do need this cannon star for the current setup. That's going to be our 4th chip in the buffer.
Does an attack plus 10 work for this as well?
It does not. Our attack plus 10 is a very problematic chip for some reason.
Probably because it has a damage value.
It's some weird stuff.
Find out more about that by learning how to do Shake Glitch.
I I think I have at least one more copy damage, and I don't know if I took invis already. The next copy damage I'm just gonna keep. We're looking for the last Nightman chip though. Alright, I'm just gonna keep that. Just one at a time! What's up, Mogul? We are getting close to the first part of Ace. Okay, well, I don't know that we still need a Nightman chip. Yeah, this makes things a little bit faster. Spreader Star.
It's going to be 29 out of 30, I guarantee it.
We won't know because we can't, like, verify, unfortunately, but... Unless we've been keeping count of how many chips.
Counting cards?
Guardian. Oh. Oh, there was another copy damage in there.
These cacti are just having the time of their lives.
So we need to take these chips in a specific order, which is a safe chip that deals 0 damage, so copy damage. We're going to deal 240 damage Nightman, 220 damage Nightman, Cannon Star, Final Nightman. We just have to select OK, and then we can soft reset back to our save file. And with all of that set up now... Oh, that's not good.
No, where did I lose count?
I'm going to give this one quick thing. I might have messed up the Guardian combo, which is exactly why I save at 484 instead of 486, just in case I mess this up. If this fails, I am playing on emulator, so I will just load a save state that allows me to pick up where I left off. So we do need all of that. Oh, I should have kept that panel out, whatever. I could draw a second one. Okay. Alright. Looking for Guardian.
Fishing our old friend.
Okay,
there it
I'm
is.
gonna put that down. Okay. So now our karma's back up to 486, and now we can do the Nightman hand buffer again, but we have to fix our Navicust again. This is 300. Okay. 244, 608. Unless I didn't track my karma correctly. It's like the only other thing that could realistically be going wrong here. Let me just take all of those.
I mean, if it was anywhere, it was in drill comp.
What was that?
I said if it was anywhere, it could have been in drill comps. No, wait, we didn't take encounters in there, did we?
No. Oh, we need that Nightman. Oh, I do need to get hit twice. I should just do that. Okay. I think I do have a couple more copy damages still.
There's the couple.
And I still need the Cannon Star, and I still need the... Oh, there it is. Okay, so...
Perfect.
Safe chip. 240, 220, Cannon, Nightman. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know what I messed up. I'm gonna quickly check on my karma, just make sure that I didn't miss something.
Are you opening up the HUD?
Yeah. Oh no, I opened up a RAM watch. It is at 484, so karma's right. I don't know what I'm messing up then. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna load up a save state that triggers the next part. Which one is it? Is it this one? So what should have happened is we should have talked to Shadow Man, and he should have started giving us HP like this.
Never gets old. Of course, this underscores just how finicky doing what he was trying to do is.
Yeah. So we have that equipped. I didn't equip it on the other save file, but I should have had HP plus 50 and soul time plus 1 in. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to save again. Now that we're at a max HP of 1000 plus 50, we're going to save right in front of him, and we're going to go start doing the next setup. I have to remind myself. Does this save file have 220 or... It's 240. Okay. So we don't need Cannon Star for this particular one. We are kind of cheating with the save state load, but it is what it is. We're going to go to Squirrel Comp because Squirrel Comp is a much faster encounter rate, so we can get through some of this a lot faster. We want to get hit by that Drixel to take 30 damage. And now we want to use a Dark Chip and run away. That is going to lower our karma by 4, 8. Alright, now we're going to use more Dark Chips and run away.
I can't believe drugs won the war on drugs.
Get rid of that guy just to make my life a little bit easier. And then karma goes down by 2 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 468. Right now we're lowering our max HP to 1042. The magic number. We are evil, so we're just gonna guaranteed draw Dark Chips next turn. Because we're evil, our karma only goes down by 1 per fight, so actually by 2. One more, and then our max HP will be at the right value. Gotta be careful. Alright, karma goes down by 2, and now 464, 1020 HP, and 1042 max. Now we're going to run away from 11 fights. 1. 2.
It was interesting seeing all the hoops you have to jump through with Ace and other games.
Yeah, we go through a lot just to skip a lot of the game. 3 fights, our karma should now be at 470, which means the next fight we should be tainted and not evil.
That's 4.
It's 4. And that's 5.
Picks up the drugs and decides, you know what? Not today. 6.
7. 8.
Gonna be in uncharted territory from here on out.
Yeah, you'll be of no help to me.
Wait, I just remembered. I remembered I can count to 14 for undisclosed reasons.
9. 10. And then one more.
That's 11.
Yep. So now our karma is back to 486, which is the safe karma number. We're going to take one more fight because now our Navi stats are set up. 1020 base or current HP, 1042 max, 486 karma. And now we're going to set up the Nightman hand buffer again. This time because I loaded the save state. I don't have to worry about drawing Cannon Star or anything like that. Although I don't know what my folder has.
Keep the invis just in case.
I haven't pulled a copy damage. We definitely have at least one of those, so I'll hold on to that. If I pull it. Fast gauge. That's a Nightman. Oh, I do have multiple copy damages in the save file. We actually need 2 safe chips, actually, for this. But any star-coded chip technically works for this, except attack list 10. I'm gonna keep that mini bomb.
We just need something to fill out the hand of 5.
We need the last 2 Nightmen. The Nightmen. We had a bunch more safe chips still. Oh, there they are. So, safe chip with 0 damage. Nightman 240, Nightman 220. Safe chip, Nightman. Load the buffer. I'm going to reload the payload just to be safe. And then now we can load the save file. And we've warped to the credits, and that is the game.
Hooray!
So that is Arbitrary Code Execution in Battle Network 5.
It's really lucky that at the last minute you decided, you know what, emulator.
I had these save states set up anyway, so even if I was on real hardware and it failed just like that, I would have probably just loaded up my emulator and done the save state just the same. But it does work out. So yeah, basically how it all works is we set up like so many different things that causes it to jump from place to place, right? So like it jumps to the invalid script pointer, which points to somewhere in RAM, which maybe, you know, starts at like the hand buffer, or it starts, I don't know exactly where it starts or where it goes, but eventually it ends up with our payload set with the name and description in the in the crossover menu, which is basically a command that says call the credits function. Is it JP exclusive? Yes, because it requires the ability to do libwarp, which is exclusive to the Japanese version. That's the only way you'd ever be able to talk to Shadowman like that. Shadowman is an NPC that normally doesn't have a text script because we can't talk to him. He's just spawned there for aesthetic purposes. The payload requires JP? No, actually, the crossover menu does work on the English version, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure you can actually load that up. The characters work? That might be the question, is if you can get the same character IDs to set the payload correctly. Not 100% sure of that. No one's probably bothered to look because you can't get there to begin with. Now, there is a lot of stuff you can do with this ace, and I am going to show off one more known instance of it that we can mess with. Now the credits are done.
At long last, Risch can give himself 4 sneak runs.
But yeah, there's a lot of other things. I know the Markro, who is like the creator of this current route, basically, or this current setup, has some plans for some TAS-only ace shenanigans. That'll be really cool. So, funnily enough, we don't have to do any more of the setup. Now that we've done all of the like hand buffer and setup and stuff, as long as we don't load into a fight, that's all set up. So I can actually just go in here and I can update this. The name is actually the exact same, so funnily enough, it's just the last 3 characters that need to change. So I have some inputs to do. 3 L A R R down 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 A up A B 2 3 4 down A R start A up A start. So I think, let me just check on the screenshot.
Next advancement of this will be Risch learning Japanese text. That way he can do it without referring to the notes.
I know. Let me just check on this screenshot, make sure those are the right 3 characters. Looks correct. So, if it back out to the title screen, I'm actually going to do a soft reset just to be safe. And then we're going to load in the payload by entering this first menu, backing out. And then, so that was a ace setup that gave us 90 of every battle chip, including some chips that technically don't really exist. So we have a full library, and if I save, I can actually go back to the title screen. I have 4 icons. Oops, 5 actually, because of the dark chip icon. So because we beat the credits, we got the kernel icon, and we have standard, mega, giga complete, as well as dark complete. The only thing I would need to be able to beat Nebula Grey Omega would be to beat the rest of the game, because we're still in the middle of the Shadowman scenario. We'd have to do all the program advances, which we have every battle chip in the game to be able to do. And we'd have to go fight, I think, base for the base icon is pretty much it. And then we could go fight Nebula Omega. We are not going to do that here today. Nobody has considered actually doing that. We were talking about that a little bit on stream yesterday. It would be a very fast route, which would be really interesting because you can kind of just set up your folder however you desire now. Like, you have access to every ship in the game. Change the progress byte. That would involve a lot of flags not getting set, which could break a lot more of the game. But who knows? There's a lot of different ace setups. Like I said, Marco has plans for a fun task-only ace setup. But there's a lot of stuff you can do with this ace. There's only so many characters that you can utilize with that payload, but you can use that payload setup to do some other things, like setting up your flags, for example, in order to be able to use your flags to write code and then go from there. So that's the task-only stuff that I think Marco is kind of working on, which should be a fun watch whenever that gets finished up. That said, I think that wraps up everything that I got. So, that is Bound Network 5, any percent with Ace, and a little bit of demonstration of the power of Ace. So, I got nothing else. Pretty much it for me.
That was good.
I don't know if someone's around on tech to wrap things up, but yeah, I appreciate. Oh,
He's live.
Mike was muted.
that would do it.
Thank you, Risch, for showing that. Now, he said that no one was going to finish the Liberations and fight Nebula Grey Omega today. It's not entirely true, because in a few hours, someone will, just not us.
Technically speaking, it is Wednesday.
Oh, yeah,
That
it's
is
Wednesday for all of us now.
That is correct.
And so, in about 5 hours, we should be back with Eurasia to continue the Mega Man Battle Network 5 Double Team DS Nebula Grey Omega playthrough. So if you did enjoy this little preview, we're going to show a lot more of it in a few hours. So come back for that. And in the meantime, we'll play some reruns. Yeah, and otherwise get excited for 20X Expo, Mega Man's 40th anniversary celebration fan festival next year. Thanks for watching, everyone. Follow Risch if you want to watch more Mega Man Battle Network content. And thank you, Phantom Matt, for hanging out and doing commentary and counting to 8 several times over.
It was very difficult. We all learned
Appreciate it.
something today.
Have a good night or a good morning, everyone, and we'll be back in a few hours.